Strategic marketing planning does not occur in a vacuum. It must be consistent with and connect to the firm's overall mission and vision. The foundation of any marketing plan is the firm's mission statement, which answers the question, what business are we in? Business mission definition profoundly affects the firm's long-term resource allocation, profitability, and survival. The mission statement is based on a careful analysis of the benefits sought by present and potential customers and analysis of existing and anticipated environmental conditions. A good mission statement should focus on the market or markets the organization is attempting to serve rather on the good or service offered. Otherwise, a new technology may quickly make the good or service obsolete and the mission statement irrelevant to company functions. Business mission statements that are stated too narrowly suffer from marketing myopia, defining a business in terms of goods and services rather than in terms of the benefits that its customers seek. In this context, myopia means narrow, short-term thinking. For instance, Frito-Lay defines its mission in terms of being in the snack food business rather than in the corn chip or potato chip business. AT&T does not sell telephones or long-distance services. It markets communication technology. Once the firm has articulated its strategic vision within its mission statement, it should next go about setting goals. Goals are general statements of what the firm wishes to accomplish in support of its mission and vision. Once the goals are set, they should be refined into specific, measurable, and hopefully realistic objectives. Carefully specified objectives serve several functions. First, they communicate marketing management philosophies and provide direction for lower-level marketing managers so that marketing efforts are integrated and pointed in a consistent direction. Objectives also serve as motivators by creating something for employees to strive for. When objectives are attainable and challenging, they motivate those charged with achieving the objectives. Additionally, the process of writing specific objectives forces executives to clarify their thinking. Finally, objectives form a basis for control. The effectiveness of a plan can be gauged in light of the stated objectives. Next, the firm must develop a strategy to help it meet its goals and objectives. Strategy is a comprehensive plan stating how the organization will achieve this mission. In other words, strategy is like a roadmap that helps the organization get to where it wants to go based on good information it's gathered in advance. A firm's generic strategy is its overall directional strategy at the business level. Michael Porter identifies three categories of generic competitive strategies: low cost, differentiation, and focus. Cost leadership can result any number of ways, from obtaining inexpensive raw materials to creating an efficient scale of plant operations, designing products for ease of manufacture, controlling overhead costs, or avoiding marginal customers. A cost competitive advantage enables a firm to deliver superior customer value. Chaparral Steel, for example, is the leading low-cost U.S. steel producer because it uses only scrap iron and steel and a very efficient continuous casting process to make new steel. In fact, Chaparral is so efficient that it's the only U.S. steel producer that ships to Japan. Because cost competitive advantages are subject to continual erosion, product or service differentiation tends to provide a longer lasting competitive advantage. The durability of this strategy tends to make it more attractive to many companies. A differentiation competitive advantage exists when a firm provides something unique that is valued by buyers beyond simply offering a low price. Examples include brand names like Lexus, a strong dealer network like Caterpillar Tractor, product reliability such as the Maytag Appliance Company, strong image such as Neiman Marcus in retailing, or great service such as FedEx. A great example of a company that has a strong product service competitive advantage is Dell Incorporated. Dell takes orders straight from customers and builds each customer's personal computer to demand. This means that customers get exactly what they want. Dell also gives customers fast, convenient service that other companies can't match, including 3-day delivery of PCs with all their custom software preloaded. Firms employing a focus-based competitive advantage seek to target and effectively serve a single segment of the market. For small companies with limited resources that potentially face giant competitors, niche or focus competitive advantage may be the only viable option. A market segment that has good growth potential but is not crucial to the success of major competitors is a good candidate for developing a niche strategy. Many companies using a focus or niche strategy serve only a limited geographic market. Buddy Freddy's is a very successful restaurant chain but is found only in Florida. Migros is the dominant grocery chain in Switzerland. It has no stores outside that small country. Porter's overarching premise is that once a firm has selected an attractive industry and has picked a generic strategy, it should organize its value chain activities or competencies in support of that generic strategy. When these competencies are superior to those of competitors, they may be called distinctive competencies. Firms are encouraged to invest in distinctive competencies as they offer opportunity for sustainable competitive advantage in the marketplace, especially when these competencies cannot be easily duplicated or usurped by competitors. Observers have noted a number of key limitations associated with the value chain concept. For one, it encourages firm managers to organize around functional silos and discusses competitive advantage and competencies at a very general and broad level, and neglects the idea of customer perceived value or relationships between the firm and its customers or the firm and its employees. Nonetheless, it still serves as a good kind of generic way to think about firm strategy. Before specific marketing activities can be defined, marketers must understand the current and potential environment that the product or services will be marketed within. A situation analysis is sometimes referred to as a SWOT analysis, standing for strengths, weaknesses, opportunities, and threats. Strengths and weaknesses refer to things that are internal to the firm, while opportunities and threats are things that are happening in the external environment. When examining internal strengths and weaknesses, the marketing manager should focus on organizational resources, such as production costs, marketing skills, financial resources, brand image, employee capabilities, and available technology. For example, a potential weakness for AirTran Airways is the age of its airline fleet, which could project an image of danger or low quality. A potential strength is the low operating costs of the airline, which translate into lower prices for consumers. Another issue to consider in this section of the marketing plan is the historical background of the firm, its sales and profit history. When examining external opportunities and threats, marketing managers must analyze aspects of the marketing environment. This process is called environmental scanning, the collection and interpretation of information about forces, events, and relationships in the external environment that may affect the future of the organization or the implementation of this marketing plan.